All right, let's bring in our next performer on Open Mic Minute. Incoming is Audrey Johnson. Audrey!
Hi, Audrey.
Whoa, watch out. The chairs are
That chair
wild.
about rolled away from me.
Hey,
Good morning.
How are you? Now, let's see here. Tell me about you. Are you from here?
I live in Lafayette, so
Lafayette.
I'm just a little bit north of you.
Yeah, I know where you are up there.
Yeah.
Lafayette. So not West Lafayette. Everybody says West Lafayette because that's the campus of the school there,
That's
Purdue.
right. We're across the river.
And
so.
there is a new park up there, state park that's beautiful, like Indian reservation type stuff, Indian culture, Native American stuff.
Yes, there's a lot of...
I can't remember what it is, but...
Well, we've got
taking the
Fort
kids.
Wiatnon is there, and every fall we have the Feast of the Hunter's Moon that's there, which is an amazing historical. It's really an immersive experience, and it's such a great way for people to take pride in where they live and to realize the history and to be a part of it. And I love taking part of that every year because that's a big part of what I do is bring American heritage to life.
Oh, you
music.
do?
So I do,
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, all right. You're a vocalist I have on the sheet here, and a one-woman show. Ooh, a one-woman show.
Yeah.
And are you performing at the Fringe Festival
Yes,
events?
I sure am.
Okay. Looks like your show is called We've Come a Long Way, Ladies.
That's right.
What?
Women, am I right?
Oh, boy, here we go.
That's
Here
right.
we go. Here
You know
we go.
what? I am so glad. No, I'm glad that was your reaction because let me say, so this is a program on the women's suffrage movement, but I do want to just get it out there. This is not like a She-Ra man-haters kind of a thing. We talk about the suffragettes, but we talk about the suffragents also. And we,
Look at that.
yes, we
Good
want
balance.
it to be for everybody and to everybody have
absolutely.
that empowering feeling because that's the way that we can make positive change together.
sure.
So,
For
yeah.
sure. For sure. I love that.
Nikki's out. She only wants the She-Ra man-hater version.
There are a couple of snarky songs in there, but just to show, this is all historical music, actually. So everything from Victorian-style parlor songs all the way to ragtime and everything in between. So we do get a little tongue-in-cheek at times, but it's all in the spirit of coming together and making our country a better place and to learn where we've come.
I love that.
Her show is tonight, actually. There's many shows, but at the Indy 11 Theater, that'll be tonight at 5:30.
That's right.
Saturday at 5:15. And then next Saturday at 3:30. And these, Indy Fringe Festival is going on. So all these little theaters downtown, you can pop around and go to all these different shows. You've heard a lot of them this morning on our open mic show. And okay, so we're going to give you 60 seconds. You know how this works? It's kind of a crazy little thing.
Yes.
So we're gonna do music and to explain this first thing.
Absolutely. So as I mentioned, this is all historical music. And the song that I was going to share this morning with you is a ragtime song. This is from Tin Pan Alley. So if you know Irving Berlin, the Gershwins, all those fellas, they came out of Tin Pan Alley. And this is one of those songs. And it's a really fun piece. It's really feminine, but also gets its point across really well. This is called She's Good Enough to Be Your Baby's Mother. And He's Good Enough to Vote With You.
Ooh, okay, here she is live on the Smiley Morning Show.
No man is greater than his mother. No man is half so good. No man is better than the wife he loves. Her love will guide him, whate'er betide him. She's good enough to love you and adore you. She's good enough to bear your troubles for you. And if your tears were falling today, nobody else would wipe them away. She's good enough to fill your heart with kisses when you are lonesome and blue. She's good enough to be your baby's mother. And she's good enough to vote with you.
Yeah. I love it.
Thanks.
I love it. That's Audrey Johnson. She's from Lafayette.
The Smiley Morning Show presents Open Mic Minute on ZPL.
So we've been doing this all morning long. If you've been following along, if not, you can always check our podcast. Go wherever you find podcasts and search for Smiley Morning Show. We got pictures. We got videos on our social media. We're all everywhere. We're not just a live radio show. We are also a podcast and so much more. We have Hoosiers coming in here performing, and then you decide their fate. Audrey Johnson, she's a vocalist, a one-woman show. She will be at the Indy 11 Theater tonight at 5:30. We'll talk more about that in a second. Smiley Morning Show, your vote.
I loved her. Put her on.
Yeah.
She's right here.
Thank you.
So you vote is yes. That's one yes. Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right. Hello, good morning. Who's this?
Good morning. This is Seavermania, baby.
Seavermania! His big Brofest is this weekend.
It is.
Yeah, everybody's talking about Dave and Ray performing live. Buy your tickets now.
Yep.
Seaver,
MikeSeaver.com.
do you really have MikeSeaver.com?
No, I don't.
Okay. What's your vote? Yes or no?
Yes. She
Oh,
can sing.
okay.
I love
All
it
right.
from a few good men, right?
Yeah.
We always needed
Yeah.
that.
Look at this. Yeah, all the guys
Still
calling
do.
in.
I love it.
Here's another guy. Yeah, another dude. Jeff, what do you think?
Hey, I think she did a great job. It's not my kind of music. It's not something I get into, but I think she's got an old soul. I'm kind of on the fence, but I think she's got a great personality and all that stuff. So let's give it to her.
Oh, my God. Wow. Oh, my God. That's a yes. All right. Well, he's kind of wishy-washy there.
I know he was
but-
like, I don't really care about women voting.
Yeah.
I don't think they should.
Oh, come on.
It's not my thing.
Is there a way to take
Jeff,
that
you're
away?
cool. You're cool. I love it. That's great.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, I'm not really into the suffrage movement. So I've really been disappointed in this for the last 100 years.
Well, hey, we do have a lot further to go.
We
so.
do.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, Audrey Johnson gets another 60
Yeah.
seconds. All right, let's. And your show again is called "We've Come a Long Way, Ladies," and it'll be at the Indy 11 Theater tonight at 5:30. It's the Indy Fringe Festival that's going on downtown. Also, a show Saturday at 5:15 p.m. and then next Saturday at 3:30. So, yeah, I guess it's another week, probably this weekend and next weekend. I'm not
That's
positive.
right. Yep, and there's a Sunday show as well.
Nice.
Sunday the 3rd at 5:15. So
Okay.
four more
Nice.
opportunities. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. And people receptive? People have been very kind,
Yes,
nice?
people have loved it. And,
Good.
one of the things about it is that it's a really interactive show. I think we've counted it's 10 costume shifts during it,
Oh, my
transformations on stage. So that's really fun. But one of the things that really makes it possible for people to have that impact and that immersion is the fact that we do a lot of audience participation, because I want this to be something that people don't feel that they're just a bystander, that they're a participant, because that will translate into that civic engagement as well, which is the mission of this program.
Nice. Okay, so
Don't
you get...
also want Audrey to read you a children's story?
Yeah.
I also
kinda
want
do.
that. Your voice is like so perfect for
Do
that.
you have children?
I do. I have 2 boys, actually.
2 boys. I've got 2 boys,
Yes.
too.
Oh,
Isn't that cool?
There's
Our
nothing
next
like
guest
it.
has
Wait,
2
are they the
boys,
same
too.
2 boys?
Yeah, they're
Do
the
you
same
guys not know
children.
this?
Yeah, the same children.
Oh, no, the secret's out.
Okay, so 60 seconds again. And this is, you want to be interactive? We're supposed to be participating in this.
So, yes, speaking of, honestly, everything we just talked about, the fact that it's interactive and also the fact that the 3 people that voted me to keep going were men. I love that. And as I mentioned in the beginning, we celebrate the suffragettes as well. And so this is one of these opportunities. This is a song about Harry Byrne, who was the legislator in Tennessee in 1920 who cast the tie-breaking vote that gave American women the right to vote when he did. And that happened because of a letter that he received from his mom on that day. He was literally wearing on his lapel a red rose, which meant anti-suffrage. So everybody thought he was going to vote nay. But he got that letter in the nick of time, and he changed his vote in the vote while they were voting to aye. And just like that, the 19th Amendment was ratified, and newspapers thought that this was such an incredible story that all through the history, right, women who wished to vote they were moms, they were really depicted as abandoning their families. And this was the sweetest revenge you could possibly imagine, right? Because what happened was that loving bond between mother and son is what turned the tide of history. And so newspapers ate this up, and they wrote a bunch of stories about it, but they also wrote limerick poems in these newspapers. So we have this historical documentation. And of course, we know there's a limerick melody. There's a song that uses limericks. So what I did is I put those to that music that we all know. So it's a song that we all sing together, and that helps us remember that men were a huge part of this movement, and that mothers and that relationship with their sons were what were so important. So yes, all of y'all are going to sing this. Now, do I have a moment to have y'all practice this with me real quick?
Sure.
Or what do you think? Okay. And y'all that you're driving or you're sitting, wherever, you just say, hey, it's because I love my mama, and it's because I love women's rights, and you got a problem with that, so y'all just sing out strong, okay?
Okay, all right.
All right, and we get 3 chances in this to do this. So I'm going to sing this once for you.
Okay.
This is the chorus, okay? And then I'm going to sing it with you. I'm going to just get my little pitch here from my little thing here.
Bitch. Oh, nice.
Here's our chorus. Ready?
Okay.
I. Now that was a vote like no other. Women's rights got their turn thanks to good Harry Byrne and the letter that came from his mother. Can we try that, everybody?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay.
I.
Now that was a vote like no other. Women's rights got their turn thanks to good Harry Byrne and the letter that came from his mother. That's right. Great job.
Oh, my
and I'm going to
gosh.
cue you in for this. So here we go with the Harry Byrne newspaper limerick medley.
Oh my gosh, here we go. All right, this is Audrey Johnson on our open mic show.
Ready?
Okay.
Here we go.
I.
Now that was a vote like no other. Women's rights got their turn thanks to good Harry Byrne and the letter that came from his mother. Great job. There is a young man from Nyota who for president cares no iota. He sprung a surprise when he flopped to the eyes and enraptured the feminine voter. Here we go. I. Now that was a vote like no other. Women's rights got their turn thanks to good Harry Byrne and the letter that came from his mother. Good job. Harry T. Byrne of McMinn, the man who said women shall win. His eye told the story, fate set him in glory. Harry T. Byrne of McMinn, here we go. I. Now that was a vote like no other. Women's rights got their turn thanks to good Harry Byrne and the letter that came from his mother. Hooray!
Nice job. Audrey, thanks so much for stopping by.
job.
Check her out at
Thank
the Indie
you.
Fringe Festival going on. On social media, you can find her at...
oftheising.com.
Of the
Remember
Icing.
that My Country 'Tis of Thee that
Oh,
we all
yeah.
sang in
Of the
school? Of the
Icing.
Ice. You got
Okay.
it. That's me, y'all.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Very cool.
Appreciate it.
As a parent, no 2 days are ever the same. At Care.com, you can find trusted and flexible sitters to help manage your family's ever-changing schedule. Care.com can even help you out with housekeepers, dog walkers, senior caregivers, and more, so you can find care for all you love. And 100% of caregivers who use Care.com have been background checked with CareCheck, a key first step in hiring confidently. To get the help you need to make it all work, sign up now and find a great sitter at Care.com.